big goal being met is great, but it's those little steps to see a child who had no form of communication learn how to communicate, and seeing the staff just get that joy knowing that they just taught that child how to communicate.
I think part of my mandate as a teacher is to try and engage the students. I do that a lot through analogy, storytelling. I get to teach what I love.
I work at SMA, Stanislaus Military Academy. A regular day would start with our students forming up. And then, of course, for my class, we go into English, math, history, and then biology.
I really enjoy the variety that I get to do. I'm not just stuck at a desk or stuck at a particular, site or things like that. So I enjoy this job immensely.
I talk to employers a lot, and if they had to choose between aptitude and attitude, they would choose attitude every time. They can train somebody with a great attitude how to have the aptitude.
The favorite part about teaching is actually connecting with the students. I can actually speak to the individual student and they can speak back to me. Students have a lot of needs. With having a small class, we can actually form a relationship with the students, and that's the best part of my day.
We teach them the core values, and once the core values are taught about honor and respect, so seeing them when they come in and seeing them a year or 2 years later and the changes, that's awesome. That's one of my favorite parts.
Don't dismiss those important people skills. Being able to communicate, being able to articulate, having a good attitude of wanting to learn and wanting to be humble and teachable.
Sometimes you'll come in and you can tell, okay, the kids are doing all right today, and other times you can tell something's bothering somebody. Don't just pull them aside and say, let's go talk in the hall. You need some space, you just sort of collect yourself. So them to realize I'm in charge, but I'm also here because I like them and I want to teach to them and interact with them.
I think that patience is super important. You have to have patience with yourself, you have to have patience with your students, with your staff, but also communication. Being able to communicate with other people, with families. So being able to adjust your communication style to support those different families is important.
Patience, listening skills, those are important things to have. As a school principal, you definitely hear a lot of people, and sometimes you have to decide whether to follow up on things, but a lot of times these people just want to be heard out.
We always need to upskill, always need to try to find ways to be better and to do better. Never settle for where you are now. Talk to your employer, say, hey, I want to have a better job. I want to grow in my career. Do you have any advice on different things I can do to improve myself?
To become a fully credentialed teacher, you need a bachelor's degree in something. It can be anything. Then you need to go to a credentialing program, and that generally takes 2 years, and that includes student teaching.
I would advise anyone who might be interested in marketing or even education in general on the administrative side to get an apprenticeship or an internship, or if you're a high school student, you got nothing to do in the summer, just go ask.
If you're interested in education, just get in there. There's the sub positions, and that's sub paraeducators, there's sub teachers, and then even those positions themselves, I would consider entry-level positions.
In order for you to become an administrator, you need to have 5 years teaching or counseling experience. Once you've done that, then entry-level positions can be anywhere depending on whether you want to be an administrator at a site or at a district.
Teaching is very portable. When you get a teaching credential, each state has their own rules and regulations. You go through a credentialing program, you're certified, pass tests. I could teach anywhere in the state with this. And teachers are in demand.
Teaching is like being a parent, but without the responsibility of saying, basically caring about someone else. Just really caring about that individual, desiring to meet them where they are at, whether it be academic, social.
For SCOE, it's really easy. You just go to the StanCo website and click on employment. Just check it every day because they're always uploading new positions. And they go pretty fast sometimes because a lot of people do want to work for SCOE.
What's great about Stanislaus County is that there's plenty to do here, but you're also close to everything. You're close to the Bay Area, you're close to the mountains, close to the beach, and you can afford to live here.
As soon as a job opened up in this county, I took it. A district that is receptive to input from its teachers and administrators. When I landed here, I went, oh wow, this is heaven, and so I've just stayed ever since.
The great thing is there's lots of opportunities to get into SCOE. We always need people. To run the organization takes so many different people, but it doesn't require a whole lot to get your foot in the door. And then once you have that foot in, you have the opportunity to learn and grow and get the experience needed to move up.